Maybe Mark.
Time it's 83. Wrestling heroes on your TV. On Erich fight, free bucks take flight. On water, Dave and Timmy see tonight. World class flashback, here we go. Action packed show, don't miss it, you know. Legends roar, in the ring they soar. Memories old, but the action's pure. Championship gold, stories unfold. Join the ride where tales are retold. World class fight night, here we go. Action-packed show, don't miss it, you know.
Hello and what? Pond water?
Sir?
Car accident?
No, what a car accident.
UPS man throw you out his window?
No, nothing like that. It was a mishap in the ring. I took a bad spill in Brookhaven Saturday night. I got a little too close to the action, and
sounds like the action might have got too close to you.
And I'll show a clip of it on the show on Talking Wrestling with Pond Water and Amy tomorrow night. But no, I got a little close to the action, and I fell out of the ring and hit the stairs, and the stairs expedited my journey to the concrete. And
the hospital hooked you up with some turtlenecks?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's try this again. Hello and welcome to World Class Flashback. I am your host, Timmy C, joined by my invalid of WCCW, Pondwater Dave. I would ask you how you're doing, but you look like your neck's a little extended.
Hey, it ain't the only part of me that's stiff. Hey now.
Hey. Shout out to Tap.
That's what happens. No, shout out to wrestling in 1983. I get so excited for these shows.
All right. Whoa. I'm not going to let you disrespect your wife like that.
No. I mean, she's not.
So we are here in October 15th of 1983. We're getting near the end. Shut up, Efren. We're at season 2, episode 40. So we're going to start it here in a little bit. Whip out your cock, get it ready, beat it till it's all the way up to season 2, episode 40, and get to zeros. So, Pondwater, tell us what's going on in this episode that's getting your neck all stiff.
Hey, we get David Von Erich and gorgeous Jimmy Garvin, American heavyweight champion Jimmy Garvin. We're going to have a segment with Jimmy Garvin poolside with Sunshine and her new valet.
Hey-oh! Never mind. I know why other parts of your stiff.
And with her new valet that we don't know the name of yet. Jimmy Garvin has gotten Sunshine her own valet.
Is it on her
I can't
shoulder?
wait for y'all to see this. We're going to have an encore presentation of Kerry Von Erich versus Buddy Roberts because it was a wild encounter. We're going to see Kamala versus Art Cruz, and they completely misspelled Art Cruz's name on the graphic, which really cracked me up.
Tom's dad?
No. But we're going to see. We're also going to see
Ellie Gala's dad.
I don't think so either.
Okay.
But we're going to see the Fabulous Freebirds, Hayes and Roberts, against the team of Gentleman Chris Adams and Ken Mantell. And then, of course, the main event will be David Von Erich versus Jimmy Garvin. It's a non-title affair with the American heavyweight champion.
Well, this sounds like an excellent episode.
It is.
So like I said, season 2, episode 40. I'm going to give you about 5 seconds to get it out for me.
All right. And then I'm going to give us a countdown. Get ready.
Give it to us.
I'm not used to counting backwards because I'm a referee, but in 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, we didn't get the presented in its most complete form. This episode wasn't melted.
No, this one must have been all right. We're getting that world class open. Dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 da. I love that they put a clip from the handcuff match. Here we are, the world famous Sportatorium in downtown Texas, Dallas, Texas.
Downtown Texas.
Downtown
the city
Texas.
of Texas.
The city of Texas City. There he is, the American heavyweight champion. Look at David Von Erich getting little handsy there. And Bill Mercer's welcoming us in.
Classic. A lot of letters to see.
He's saying there's a lot of letters to see Kerry Von Erich versus Buddy Roberts. I'm kind of calling bullshit on that. But it was a very good match.
Most Texans can't spell, so they wouldn't write letters.
Yeah. A lot of people went out of their way to figure out where to mail those letters to.
They just dropped them at the door of the Sportatorium. It's
this
fine.
Is going back. I think this originally aired August the 12th. I got an Adidas shirt just like the one that David Manning's wearing. I was going to referee
wear it,
and I felt completely ridiculous wearing it. It just with the pants I was wearing.
Was it Adidas pants? Because they have pants that match.
No,
those.
Yeah, but I can't get the Adidas pants, and I won't wear the stretch pants in the
now
rain.
All right. If you're going with that outfit, you wear that shirt, the Adidas pants, the black
I had those in '84. I mean, in high school,
stripes
I wore
down
those.
the side,
Yes,
and a pair of Sambas. You're all black and white stripes if you're gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some of those wrestling shoes, like Ben Bishop had and Jerry Lynn had in Huntsville. But Kerry was pissed off about that headgear being used on him. Buddy had loaded it up, so.
Well, can we speak
David
how ridiculous it is?
David Manning, if you notice, he's wearing those Adidas pants. But back then, you could get those pants, and they were just like a pant.
They're like a tent almost.
They were like a pant material. They weren't the workout pants. They were actually
they did not breathe at all.
Man, I had them in blue.
You would get swamp ass so fast in those.
I had them in blue. I had them in maroon. I had all the colors. Black.
I had a navy blue and a black pair when I was in high school.
Man, I loved wearing that stuff. But
well, it was really comfortable. It was designed for indoor soccer, so you could move in it well.
We didn't have indoor soccer in 1984.
You did. You just didn't play it. I mean, we still don't have very much indoor soccer.
Yeah, the North American Soccer League had its day and gone. We had the Dallas Sidekicks
and New York Cosmos.
The New York Cosmos that was Major League Soccer. Pele played for the Cosmos.
They did not have MLS back then.
Major League Soccer.
That's MLS. That's
not the current version. I'm telling you, the Dallas Tornadoes played the New York Cosmos.
Yeah, but it wasn't called Major League Soccer. It was something else. Either way, we're talking over a good match here.
Professional soccer, and in Dallas, everybody made
sort of professional soccer.
Kyle Rote played for the Dallas Cowboys, and his son Kyle Rote Jr. played soccer for the Dallas Tornadoes. But I never knew Pele was a World Cup soccer player. To me, he was always for the New York Cosmos. That's when I became
like, damn, he's old to be playing soccer. He's 70 when he got there. Efren, of course, letting us know that indoor soccer.
Look, change his profile picture mid-show.
Indoor soccer, all the gay bars. That's why I wore the outfit.
I played indoor soccer all through my 30s. I started playing indoor soccer like 29 years old and played until I was 43.
Did you ever play against Pele?
No. I did play against a guy named Maury who played for the Iranian national team.
Povich?
No, I don't know what his last name was, but he kicked the soccer ball at me harder than it's ever been kicked. I mean, he blistered my chest one time. He once upon a time, Durwood Merrill was on the Tonight Show, and he told a story about the exploding fastball. Nolan Ryan threw the ball, and when an object is that small and it gets bigger as it gets closer to you, traveling at such a velocity, it gives up the optical illusion that the skin comes off the ball. He called it the exploding fastball. I tell you all that to tell you that one time Maury kicked the ball at me so hard that I cowered because I swear to God I saw the skin come off the ball.
It was the skin off your chest.
Man, I hit the deck. He was an incredible soccer player.
Well, he was compared to you.
I got better.
He played for the Iranian team. He wasn't that great. They
He was because he's still alive. Because they kill you when they're bad on that team.
What is that? He's still alive.
They lose games. When Iran loses games, they go home and get executed.
It's hard to keep the team full that way.
Yeah. Yeah, but the next guy's going to play harder. Kerry's trying real hard to get this headgear off of Buddy. This show was taped
8/13 or 8/12 or 8/13/83. They told us.
This is an October show.
Nope. Well, this is an October show. It was taped in
this
August,
was taped in August.
which continues every 4 or 5 shows. We're going to get a match from a month or two ago.
They lack their encores, and there were so many good matches on this card that it doesn't really make sense to me to throw an encore in there.
By the way, Kerry, not the smartest wrestler, earlier banging his head against the turnbuckle pad.
Yeah.
He's wearing pads on his head already. You ain't doing any damage, buddy. Or any damage to buddy.
Yeah. Drugs are bad, okay?
Mm-hmm. They cause you to lose your foot. Which, by the way, rewatched the Iron Claw 2 weeks ago. Still, it's full of shit most of the time.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I found myself sitting there trying to explain to my lady. I'm like, no, that's not actually how it happened. Kerry didn't lose that much of his leg. I love that they try to sell the fact that Kerry lost like almost up to his knee and was still able to wrestle after that.
Now watch Kerry do this backdrop.
The elbow drop?
That elbow drop. He got that. I just recently learned this just from Lizzie Flanagan on X, that she was wondering if Kerry did that from after a tour of Japan, because Tenryu does it. But Gino Hernandez was doing it quite a bit too.
I thought he may have got it from Darby Allin, but
they both had been in Japan and both started doing it when they got back from Japan. So Darby Allin, that's a wrestling hold. Darby Allin's not doing none of that.
Good morning, Ben Jones. How are you, Mr. Kaufman? Like it.
All right. Ben Jones is with us. What's going on, Ben?
Coming to us from thousands and thousands of miles away.
And I want to shout out Wrestling Bonkers. They were on at 6:02, a whole hour before we'd even.
I mean, to be fair, they were just confused by the whole time zone thing.
Could been, but I'm just gonna. But I'm not going to call them out like you did, Timmy. See, I'm just going to say they were enthusiastic for us to get started.
Got 2 cops there and one guy with some skull in his front shirt pocket running off the Freebirds. It should have hit.
And all that was with the belt. The belt's setting up a country whipping match.
Yes. I mean, it was 2 months later that they were setting it up, but
boy, Hayes blistered
long-term
that back, didn't he? Boom. That first shot was over his head onto his back, got him pretty good.
Good news. Kerry didn't feel it.
All right, Bill Mercer's back with us. We're going to head out to the American heavyweight champion, Jim Garvin, at poolside. I swear I think they did this at an indoor showroom of a hot tub. Pool.
Guaranteed. That's AstroTurf to the max. By the way, you know you're over when your valet needs a valet.
Yeah. Well, keep in mind that the valet, we're not getting her name, and we haven't got her name yet. But that's Jimmy Garvin's wife, Precious.
Is it weird that he's sitting there with his arm around his cousin?
Oh, it gets
while his
weirder.
wife is kneeling at her knee.
It's gonna get downright uncomfortable. I mean, we didn't think at the time anything about it because we all hated Jimmy Garvin's guts. Because look how Roll Tide Sunshine was. He bought her a ring. He's talking about he bought the ring in Japan. Look at that. Oh yeah. And
the pink.
I hate that I can't track this for y'all. I hope you're listening if you're watching along with us. Because Jimmy Garvin cuts a hell of a promo. But he's explaining that Sunshine's been, it's his job to defend the American title. It's Sunshine's job to take care of him. So he said, why should she do all the work? So she got a valet. And Bill Mercer keeps trying to ask Sunshine a question. So he finally gives permission for him to talk and ask one question to Sunshine. And Garvin cuts Sunshine off and says, whoa, whoa, whoa. We don't want you to sound like a slave driver. Because she starts talking about all the stuff that Precious is going to do. Well, but she's just saying the valet because they don't call her Precious yet. She doesn't have a name. But you see how Sunshine's kind of bossing her around? And that basic belt, well, that American title, I just love that, man.
What are you talking? All right, you're looking at the belt. I am looking at Jimmy Garvin wearing sandals with white pants. What is he doing? No shirt, white pants, and sandals.
Yeah, I think this is after Labor Day too. So, Sunshine's naming off all these things that she's going to have her valet do, and in a second she's going to tell her to go fetch their swimsuits. But I mean, his wife is down there doing
right.
Sunshine really, look at this. Not to mention they're cousins.
Right? That's so weird. Well, they are from Georgia. Makes sense.
I mean, I don't know. They could be third cousins. I don't know how close they were. So now Bill Mercer asked Garvin, do you have the same kind of close relationship with her valet that you have with her? And then he says, look, Bill Mercer, you ask these dumb questions. That's why Sunshine was getting boo-boo faced over there. Because that valet.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Right. Oh, we're not done yet. Now she's telling her to go get them swimsuits. And look, more sugars. She's giving him more sugars. Oh. No tongue.
They're cousins.
There's no tongue, but God, in front of his wife, man, she's all into it.
I mean, I guess if you're gonna kiss someone in front of your wife, family,
and look,
is better.
Kamala ain't waiting for no introductions. He is beating. I mean, he's going right after Art Cruz. And let me tell you, Art Cruz had a very, very impressive. He ain't showing a whole lot here. He's absolutely getting destroyed by Kamala. But Art Cruz, he started out in the Pacific Northwest. He was trained by Pat O'Connor.
Well, little known fact, he's also Apollo Cruz's granddad.
He left from up there and he went to Canada. He was feuding with Dewey Robertson, who became the missing link. He had a feud with Dizzy Hogan, Matt Bourne, Playboy Buddy Rose, Billy White Wolf, Stan Stasiak. Then he ends up on Wrestling at the Chase in St. Louis. That's where he feuded with Dewey Robertson, the missing link. But he also would fight Baron von Raschke, Ric Flair, Terry Funk, and he even fought Kerry Von Erich on television at the Chase. He was against Dr. Death and Kamala in Mid-South. He also teamed with Tim Horner and Marty Lunday. Shout out to Amy Vaughn.
Who is that? Who's
Yeah, Amy
Marty
Vaughn can tell you
Lundy?
all about
Sounds
Marty
like
Lundy.
a dork.
Yeah. Went against Mr. Olympia. He's got quite a resume and quite a career. But Kamala, he was 100% a job guy in this match.
Well, by the way, Kamala's paint in this match, I've always seen the white and black. Kamala has green paint.
Yeah, I noticed that Kamala's forehead was next level on the paint job this week.
I like it.
They're going to take him out the side door here in a minute. Mercer's talking about.
Did the match end? I didn't see the match.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he squashed him. And then they had to stop him from getting up on the top rope and jumping off on him. Kamala got all the way up to the top rope.
He's going to, just so you know. I've seen Kamala do this before. He's going to come back and jump on him.
Watch it. Look at that lady in the striped shirt coming. She's fixing to walk up. Like, I got places to go. I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned about this guy.
Like, I will get out of my way.
Yeah, I got to go get another beer. I ain't got that time for one of you Gundam giant.
I'm not here for the wrestling. I'm on a date.
You wait till you see me. You wait till you see me if I sober up. Doesn't that ring just look great the way it's lit?
C Money said Kamala Harris, WWE Hall of Famer. Doubtful on that one.
And the Freebirds are in the ring. C Money, Kamala Harris. No, Kamala Harris is a WWE Hall of Famer. He's not talking about that other one. Yeah, Kamala went in the Hall of Fame this year.
Sugar Bear Harris.
You know, when Sugar Bear Harris became a heel here in Mississippi, they called him Ugly Bear Harris. We got Michael Hayes.
Highly underrated Mark Lawrence.
Look at Buddy Roberts wearing the dreadlocks with no headgear.
He had been to the Bahamas.
And the Freebirds had their shit together too. They'd match their trunks. We got Johnny Mantell and Gentleman Chris Adams.
They've got matching tights as well. And they don't match the Freebirds, so that we're already ahead in the game. Freebirds wearing red. The other two wearing blue.
Yeah. I guarantee if they were wrestling to Von Erichs, one of them would have been wearing red.
Guarantee. Von Erichs didn't give a shit. They were getting their shit over. Well, if they were wrestling David, I guarantee he's going to be wearing yellow. So
David doesn't have the yellow right now. David's already given Jimmy Garvin those yellow tats that are on my wall. We're going to see David debut the yellow with the blue stripe at Christmas. I don't know who this referee is.
I think that's
is that Rick? Is that James Beard? I think that's a very young James Beard. That's James Beard.
Kind of looks like the neighbor from Three's Company. What was his name? Larry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa, Baron Von Ratchke showing up.
Boy, Buddy Roberts looking like a stick of roll-on deodorant.
I don't get if you're gonna go with the headgear and all that for the longest time. Why would you keep shaving your head? Why would you not just let it grow back?
Because he's popping the crowd, Timmy. And also, I think he's plotting to kill Superman.
That's in the new movie.
It's in every movie. How you feel about the new Superman movie? You looking forward to it?
I am. I'm a big fan of superhero movies. My lady and I just finished. We watched the Marvel Universe or the MCU from the beginning to the end in timeline order.
Oh, cool.
Skipping only the terrible movies.
Do you know that if you have Amazon Prime, you can get tickets to see Superman 3 days early?
Well, I do have Amazon Prime. Why can I not?
You can go on July 8th, Tuesday night, July 8th, and see it early if you buy your because they have something set up with Fandango where you can get for Amazon Prime members.
The guy that used to wrestle?
No.
I was gonna say if they got
that's
something
what
set
he's
up with Summer Rae, I'd be in.
Chris Adams and Johnny Mantel with the quick tags. They're working good as a team.
Sure they are. You keep telling yourself. They're getting ready to lose to the Freebirds here.
Man, I think that is James Beard refereeing.
Who is James Beard? How would I know him?
Oh my God. James
Oh,
Beard.
Jimmy Beard?
James Beard was in the Iron Claw movie. James Beard pretty much wrote the book of wrestling in Japan.
What's he doing here in Texas?
He referees, and he's running one of the NWA territories in Texas. The one out of Forney. TWA, I believe, is TSW.
No, that TWA was a company that had airplanes.
Wow, did you see that? Hayes hit those ropes and put that boot on Chris Adams. I'm at 2048, 49, 2050, 52, 53.
I'm pretty close.
4.
I'm about 2 seconds ahead of you.
Look at that. Michael Hayes, he throws him down. He talks to him. He gives him a talking to and then chokes him.
What? Are they announcing girl wrestlers coming to World Class?
Do what?
That's what they were just talking about, girl wrestlers coming to World Class.
It's possible. This show was...
Larry King is who that is. This is before the 42nd wife. So now you know who's Larry King. Pondwater.
Yes.
Your neck shouldn't move that much in a neck.
I'm not moving at all.
Look like it. Just saying. I might need to get Tep to come in there and tighten it up for you.
I'm uncomfortable as hell, and I'm starting to get a little irritable.
Yeah, well, you stay a little irritable. You're just getting a little more irritable.
Okay.
Larry King hosted CNN TV show.
Looking at this card, you said the ladies are coming in?
Well, they didn't say tonight, but they said coming soon.
I'm looking to see. Yeah, Princess Victoria and Judy Martin will be in on the 21st of October.
And by the way, they said the
Give you
girls,
some-
not the ladies, the girls.
This was the 10th. This was the 7th of October is when this was taped. So the girls will be in 2 weeks for the next TV taping. I can't wait to not enjoy that match. This was a good card. Of course, we saw Kamala and Art Cruz, and now we're seeing Chris Adams and Johnny Mantel against the Freebirds. We'll see David and Jimmy, but they had Jose Lothario and the Mongol on here. Well, the next week we're going to get Harley Race and the Iceman. Harley Race defending the championship against the Iceman King Parsons. We'll get Jimmy Garvin and Art Cruz, Boris Zukov and Mike Reed, Michael Hayes and Johnny Mantel, Jose Lothario and the Mongol. There was plenty of matches on this. I don't know why we needed the repeat of Kerry and Buddy, but I'm sure Kerry Von Erich equaled ratings, so nobody's complaining.
So, Mr. Majestic number 8, Tony Khan and Jeff Jarrett to purchase the USWA library. That's not going to happen. Which Jeff Jarrett could merge with his USWA with the GFW. No one wants to see Global Federation Wrestling or whatever.
It was Global Force, and it wasn't bad, man.
Whatever.
I went to
it was bad.
I went to the Global Force show. It wasn't bad.
Nah,
I don't know who owns the Global Library.
Jeff Jarrett owns the Global Library, but the USWA, I'm pretty sure
he owns the Global Force Library, but the USWA.
Yeah,
I think that there's a dispute that several people think they own the USWA library. But I'd like to see Tony Khan do something with Honor Club and make it the AEW app and put pay-per-views on there. We'll have Ring of Honor. We'll have that. And then he just buys up whatever libraries he can to give us more content.
That would require a smart business acumen. He's missing that.
It's not his priority. Wow, Chris that was kind of a neat run around to get the tag in. Duck a line and then turn around and run like a semicircle around to get to Johnny Mantell.
Can we talk about how well Michael Hayes sells? I mean, come on.
Johnny Mantell's kind of fast in the ring, but he's still new.
Well, Michael just
jumping
for that flip.
Stephen Brandt said this is why we need Timmy to buy up Hawaii, Houston, and NWA Bluegrass.
Exactly. I'd get us some Rock. I'd get us a little bit of Bruce Pritchard. And NWA Bluegrass, not familiar with that.
That's a real that was a real territory.
I know there is like an NWA Deep South that is in Kentucky. Honestly, what I would really like to get is something closer to me. The TNT Tried and True. It was run by Crimson.
Yeah.
There was a lot of talent that was there. That a little bit of crossover from some of the later TNA. You get like Crazy Steve and all that. But then you get like Camille and Tom Latimer, Crimson. I used to go to those shows. That was some good wrestling.
He probably brought Jax Dane in too, did he?
Jax Dane and Crimson were the tag team champions for a while.
God rest his soul.
Yeah, he was a good guy. I really enjoyed meeting him several times.
I got to referee one of his NWA World Title matches. I worked with him several times. In fact, we were on a show in Dallas. Him and Raymond Rowe were on the show, and it was actually right outside of Fort Worth. And somebody hit a transformer, and the power went out. And they rallied the locker, and they rallied the locker room to continue because people were lighting the arena with their cell phones and camera lights.
Nice.
It was a neat experience.
Stephen Brandt was looking for the NWA Kentucky belt for his shits and giggles because it seemed like there's a damn state for all the crap states like Missouri and Mississippi. True. Missouri and Mississippi are crap states. I'll agree.
Come on now. Don't put Missouri and Mississippi in the same thing. I mean, Missouri is the show me state.
He skipped Arkansas. I don't even know how we get there.
All right, Chris Adams and Buddy Roberts. Look at Johnny Mantell taking care of Michael Hayes.
Oh, not exactly. Michael Hayes just threw him out of the ring. I don't know what you consider taking care of him, but I think maybe you might have a head injury to go with that neck brace.
A deep clothesline on Chris Adams. Johnny Mantell's back.
Was a bulldog. Supposed to be a bulldog.
He pushed Buddy off on the bulldog. He didn't have to tune up the band. He just throws it damn super kick. 1, 2, 3. The gentleman Chris Adams and Johnny Mantell with a win over the Freebirds.
Stephen Brent says we need an NWA Sunflower State. KU grad. Congrats, Stephen Brandt. I did not know that the Sunflower State even existed, much less that it was Kansas.
Man, I bet you when this match started, you didn't expect to see the Freebirds take the L on that, did you?
They didn't. I don't know what you're talking about. Just listen to the promo they'll cut afterwards. They didn't lose that match because they're good heels.
But he's trying to say that he was pulling the tights.
See? Should have been disqualification.
That
cheating right there.
That clothesline was pretty impressive. I mean, the way that Buddy hooked that in under his chin. Oh, she braided her hair.
Oh, Stephen Brandt, the NWA.
Oh, sure. There they go, man. She's kissing him more. I don't remember ever seeing her
Ah!
kiss him as much as she's kissed him in this episode. It's like
You're gonna lick his beard here in a second. It's gross. Oh, by the way, those titties be tittying. By the way, Precious's neck brace better than Pond Water Dave's, just so you know.
Dude, I'm telling you, them steps did a number on me because
The hell is Chris Adams still doing here?
he's letting Jimmy Carvin know that he wants a shot at that American belt.
You should give him Sunshine instead. It's your cousin.
Go in front of thousands of
Oh, it's a coward off. You called me a coward. I'm calling you a coward.
Sunshine was just so good. Look at her facial expressions, the things is thinking. I think Sunshine was just way more comfortable in front of the camera.
She has her
And
absolute.
I can't
best.
help but think that she's just fucking with Precious, kissing him in front of her.
She has
you
her
know-
best urban cowboy theme going on here.
See,
She's looking very sissy like.
I know we probably talked about it on an earlier episode, but in Florida, his first valet was Precious, but not her. And he started losing his championships and losing matches because he was trying so hard to impress Precious, but it was starting to cause him a real problem at the house. So they got rid of her and got Sunshine, who's his cousin.
And then the new Precious shows up and he starts making out with his cousin, which is odd.
Yeah.
Sounds like he should have won the NWA Arkansas heavyweight belt.
Yeah, there you go. Steve Brandt says that belt was deactivated the day he was born.
Well, they traded one piece of crap for another. All right.
Dang.
I like it. I'm just kidding, Steven.
It says on
The joke made itself, though. Come on.
It did. Me and Stephen Brandt's here watching. We got 10 people watching right now, and you're trying to make it 9. I don't know if I ever told y'all or not, but 1983 is my absolute favorite year of professional wrestling.
Do you have maybe some yellow tights hanging on your wall back there?
I do.
From 1983.
I
Still
do.
got poop stains in them from 83.
I didn't look.
Just sniffed.
I did.
It's a scratch and sniff. Nah, I got a good social media day going on today, Pondwater. Finds out that if you announce on Facebook that you're quitting your job,
Yeah.
people come out of the woodwork to congratulate you.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited for you because Dairy Queen is known for having good ice cream. I mean, you don't roll
McDonald's
it.
is known for not having.
You don't
ice
roll
cream.
into Dairy Queen and they say, "Hey, our ice cream machine's down." You don't get that at Dairy Queen.
Absolutely not.
And let me tell you, Dairy Queen's ice cream cakes are the best in the industry.
They are. They are
They-
fabulous.
Yeah, Baskin Robbins ain't got shit on Dairy Queen on ice cream cakes, and and Steph will just go buy a fucking ice cream cake out of the blue because she likes ice cream cakes. But
Do
you
you
better
wanna
not
know-
show up with a real cake for her birthday because she wants ice cream cake.
Do you want to know, besides ice cream, what the number one seller at Dairy Queen is?
Is it a dilly bar? A dip
Chicken
cone?
strips.
Oh, the chicken strips?
Their chicken strip basket is.
Steak fingers are my go-to.
I don't think we have that up here.
Well-
That's got to be a deep South thing.
Well, you still got some of the original. I mean, they got the. Are you going to work for Dairy Queen? That's kind of got like all that, those foo-foo burgers, or you still got them with the Belt Buster and the Hunger Buster and the DQ Dude and all that?
I think I've got sissy burgers or
Oh,
whatever it
God.
is you said.
I mean, in Texas, you can get tacos at Dairy Queen.
Yeah, we ain't. All right, so
In East Texas.
I'm gonna let you guys behind the scenes a little bit. McDonald's with their menu very regimented, and they keep a tight corporate finger Dairy Queen, not so much. They have an approved list of things, but sometimes you get things like tacos and steak fingers that aren't
Yeah,
necessarily core menu items.
Well, the steak fingers and gravy have been a staple at Dairy Queen for years.
Just in the South, though. They do not have that in the North.
Yeah. Garvin got a handful of hair.
Oh, jump again,
His
please.
Bronco. I know. I watched that a while ago 3 times. Bronco was a little distracted, and I don't blame him. He may be 57, but he's not dead.
He just refs like it.
That wrestling bear took a lot out of him back in the day.
The Sunshine taking a lot out of you right now, Pondwater.
Man.
You give her the best 30 seconds of her life.
Oh, without question. Boy, I love Sunshine was number 1 till Missy Hyatt showed up.
Yeah. And then, you know, when you think about it today, you kind of go back to Sunshine because
I'd love to know what Sunshine looks like today, 40 years later.
old.
Hey, it happens to all of us.
Yeah. I mean, I got Stacy Keebler on Instagram and she's still all the way live, but she ain't what she was back then. Time does a number on us.
I love how people sell for David's just threatening the Iron Claw. I saw a clip this week of Fritz von Erich in Japan against Giant Baba.
Yeah.
And Fritz was trying to get the claw on him. And he finally did. And it looked like Fritz was trying to squeeze his brains out. And Baba was selling it like Fritz was squeezing his brains out. It was, I mean, the selling is a lost art. I retweeted that on my account, Ref Super Dave PWD on X.
Way to get that one over. By the way, it's also below your name in case they need to know how to spell it.
In 2 minutes, in 30 minutes, a news show I'll mark out moments is going to premiere. It's called That Boy Was Busy.
I like it.
It's a 30-day snapshot from the territories. Oh, what's Akbar doing out here?
He don't belong out
he's
here.
bringing Kamala. Because we're building up David and Kamala.
Oh, shit.
But it's a 30-day snapshot. I just pick a wrestler at random. Of course, I started with 1979. March of 1979, Nature Boy Ric Flair. And because we know he was working his ass off. And this is before he was champion. So, Kamala's coming for David.
Correct, Stephen Brandt. Last Creek underwater welder in Kentucky. It's actually underwater basket.
Wow, look at this. Kamala's extremely vicious tonight. People are throwing stuff.
Well, yeah, you don't put it on Von Erich like
and
that.
David slapped the claw on Kamala. Kamala does not like the claw. Oh. I think Akbar's fixing to get in there and hit David in the back with his whip. I don't know if this is the time he does it or not.
Whoa.
Hey, now.
David wishes he had a claw on those.
David's got, I mean, he's had the claw on Kamala for a while. I thought Akbar.
But I mean, seriously, though, as much loose skin on Kamala's head, David needs to squeeze just a little bit harder so that it looks more realistic.
In the South, we call those deacon rolls.
Deacon roll.
Yeah, Kamala just had his. He don't like, because David will flash that claw at him and he cowers. He does not like the claw. We're going to get David and Kamala at Thanksgiving at Reunion Arena Star Wars. So we're starting to build to that.
Well, shout out to Kamala. None of that green paint ended up on David's hand.
Kamala, Akbar's telling him. And Man, David just, man, this is why David was just believable with it. That's why he was my favorite. Dude, I think I might be on that wall back there. I might have been there that night for this. That looked like me up against that wall.
Oh, that looks like you there sitting next to that mamaw. Oh, his hand's tired.
Took David out the side door. They didn't do that very often.
Where did the side door go to exactly?
Side of the building, just the parking lot. I mean,
And then
you
they
go
just
out,
walk
you went out
around
the,
it.
if you walked out the back door, you'd go right, and that take you to the back of the building where most of the parking was. To the left would take you to the front, and all they had to do was walk about 50 yards, and they could go into the dressing room. Bill Mercer's wrapping us up. We still got
The match, of course, is Jimmy Garvin and
I only got about 2 minutes left.
He's probably going to tell us that we're going to get next week. We're going to have the Iceman King Parsons challenging NWA World Heavyweight Champion Harley Race for the 10 pounds of gold. I'm looking forward to watching that. I haven't seen this match in years. They get a great, they get a good amount of time for the match. And there you have it. October 15th, 1983. Executive producer Mickey Grant, producer Keith Mitchell, director Dan Bynum. Man, those guys. Look at Mercer with an associate producer credit.
Remind us again, what is it? Did you say we got it at the top of this hour?
It's
That boy was
7:30.
busy?
It's 7:30.
7:30.
That boy was busy. He's going to premiere on Mark Out Moments YouTube channel.
And then at 8 o'clock, even better.
And
What
and,
do
I,
you got
and,
coming up
and
at
we're
8
only
o'clock?
talking like 6.5 minute show. These are quick hits. So, but it's a 30-day snapshot because those boys were busy back in the day. And so I started out with the greatest of all time, and
I'm not on your show.
I think maybe the next episode I may do Bruiser Brody, because Bruiser Brody was really making towns worldwide.
And he wasn't there for a long time. He was there for a good time.
Yeah, buddy.
So we got that coming at 7:30, and then at 8 o'clock, we do have confirmation for this. Your partner for that show will be there.
And we might, and if he's ready, we'll go early. We're going to be doing another episode of Mid-South Markout.
I think I'm going to come back and try to join y'all for that, because I really enjoy some of that Mid-South stuff's fun.
Tonight's
I'll
episode is
hop in and add some dirty commentary.
Oh, it's Cowboy Bob Orton. He's the Mississippi Heavyweight Champion. He's going to face Mr. Olympia, and Ted DiBiase is going to be on the show in tag team action.
Stephen Brandt is really excited that the Mississippi Heavyweight Champion is going to be on television.
Yeah, Bob Orton Jr. is Randy's daddy, for you kids that don't know that.
Exactly.
Well, Timmy, I've loved this.
Yeah,
I can't wait to do this again, because next week we're going to have Harley Race and Iceman King Parsons. Hopefully we can get back on here and watch that just as soon as we possibly can.
We will be on here next week. I commit to that today.
And everybody tune in to Talking Wrestling with Palmwater and Amy tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central.
Big announcement.
Big announcement. We're super excited. The owner, promoter of Bayou Independent Wrestling will be on with us an hour or two with some exciting news regarding Bayou Independent Wrestling and Mark Out Moments YouTube page.
Oh, us.
Okay. That's us.
All right. Well, everyone, thank you for joining us this week on World Class Flashback.
I'm Joel Gertner. No, I'm not.
You're not there.
But I can put Carrie Underwood and make Sheryl Crow.
Oh.
I love Joel Gertner.
Yeah, he is.
He was the best.
He's and also a very nice guy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us right here on
the Mark Out Moments Network.
Thanks.